Hello, hello. Hope everyone's good. Mana Frog and Harry both say hello. How are you? Yeah, good. What day is it? Thursday. Not bad, not bad. How about you? How about you guys? Hope you're well. It's been quite busy actually. Haven't had much time to play many games, but hoping it will be less busy. Next week. Durwood says, hello, champion family. How are you, Durwood? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Update, as always. It's opened up. The thingy thing that I grew. I don't know how long it's going to survive for. And I also just cut my hand by grabbing it from the thorns, but it was worth it. Now I've got thorns in my thumb. Derwood says, hi, Harry. Just playing in the VR. Nice. Are you playing the football game? The football game where there are no throw-ins. What was your catchphrase again? What was your catchphrase? It wasn't goodness me. Oh, fucking hell, what was it? I need to remember your catchphrase. It'll come back to me. Fish is playing with slime. That's good to hear. And not breaking the habits of a lifetime. But I hope you're well, Fish. Harry says hi. Johnny says hi. It's not me, Johnny. Well, if it's not you, Johnny, is it a imposter Johnny who has done something with the real Johnny? We need to find the real Johnny. Dawood says that looks so healthy. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm shocked. Like I'm shocked that it's grown. To be honest, I can't remember what I did. I think I took a cutting and put it in some water and then stuck it in some soil, and yeah, it's alive, which is good to see. Clef Prosper says hi. How you doing, Clef Prosper? Hope you're doing well. That was it. Was it? God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! I think that was it. Yeah. Oh, there are throw-ins, but they are in different modes. I see. It looks pretty good, that game. I've actually got a VR headset. I've never like played any kind of games with it. I mostly use it for like the kind of cinema kind of app. I might need to give some of these a go. Richer Engine 7 says dot. Hello, Richer Engine 7. Dot to you as well. Hope you're good. How are your grape branches and your grapes? Interesting. So the grapes are like pretty much the same size, but there's a bigger gap between them, which makes me think that the kind of stems are growing. The exception is one of the grapes is massive, so like all the energy is going into growing that grape. So I think it's going in the right direction. The right direction. How are things with your plants? Hope they're well. No. Good to hear. Francis says hi. Hi, Francis. How you doing? Hope you're good. Shahir says, big up uncle. That'll never get old. How are you doing? We go through this like transition in life where we're always like bro, brother, bro, and then eventually it changes to uncle. And I don't know when the change is. I need to go back, but I had a guy like deliver my Amazon packages like a few weeks ago. So he delivered my Amazon packages, and I swear he was the best part. He was like the best part of 80, like he was the best part of 80 years old, and he handed me my box. I said thank you because I'm kind. I said, oh, thank you, and then he said oh, you're welcome, brother. I was like, what? What do you mean, brother? I was like, I think I need to start dyeing my beard. It's okay, Shahir. It's all good. I'm just messing. But the 80-year-old guy called me brother did make me go, I need to start using the hair dye. Um, Johnny asks, is Master Stay Humble playing this match? I think he's on the bench. We'll have a look at the lineup in a bit. Promise Eddie says, you'll never walk alone. Very nice promise. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Francis says, wait, are people watching this on different platforms? They are. It's a magic thing I set up. So Francis is on YouTube, and Francis specifically is watching me vertically on YouTube. See, I know. Whereas Durwood is also on YouTube, but Durwood's watching the horizontal. So there's YouTube vertical, there's YouTube horizontal, there's Twitch, there's TikTok, there's also Kick, but I very rarely encountered a normal person on there. But yeah, pretty much everything. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because it means more people have to put up with my annoying face, but people seem to like it for now. Clef Prosper is new on Twitch just today. I'm a strong fan of Liverpool and seeks to connect our fellow fans. Good to hear. Lots of Liverpool fans here. So you're in the right place, Clef Prosper. Have you got a favourite Liverpool player or a favourite game or anything like that? Let me know. Durwood's plants are growing like weeds. I'm a bit jealous to a certain degree. The reason why I say to a certain degree is I got blackberries in the garden and I love eating blackberries, but they've taken over my garden. So I need to I need to chop down my blackberry plant, but I always feel really bad about doing it, like I'm killing a living thing. You know what I mean? So I'll need to find a balance. Truth says, open your heart to Jesus Christ. I'm willing to do that if Liverpool win the quadruple. Liverpool chat says, hey, how it's going? Yeah, good, not too bad. Thursday, can't complain. How about you, Liverpool chat? Fish says BRJMQ. What does that stand for, Fish? Fish says Bri Bikus Dikus. I'm saying it in the right way, Fish, just to prove that I do Google the things that you tell me. Is cute. Fair enough. There's big news that FC Barcelona is going to sign a 17-year-old midfielder called Johnny. Well, if that is accurate, then I think Pedri needs to be scared. I think Dani Olmo needs to be scared. And I think all of Barcelona's midfield needs to be scared. Because this Johnny 17-year-old, I've heard it's pretty good free kick taker. Francis says, okay. I've also got a YouTube channel. I might change it at like 9 p.m. today. Nice. What do you put on there? Is it like football stuff? Is it other stuff? Let us know. Clef Prosper says Salah's my favorite. Good choice. My favorite is probably Gravenberch at the moment, but Salah's a good choice. Harrison says up the Reds, lads. Kerkez Thursday. Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same ring to it as Milos Monday, but we'll take it. But yeah, I was happy with that. Like I was expecting like the news to come out like in the evening, because Wirtz came out in the evening about 7:00. Frimpong came out in the evening about 5:00. And this happened at like during the day. Like I was at work and I just checked my phone and I was like, what? They're announcing it now? But yeah, better late than never. Yeah, definitely an unreal signing. Our fullbacks are going to be rapid next season, aren't they? Because you're going to have Frimpong down the right. You're going to have Kerkez down the left. Yeah, we're going to get tired just watching that. But I'm looking forward to it. Liverpool chat says, I'm good, thanks. Just enjoying this Liverpool summer. Yeah, you've got a lot to look forward to. I'm the opposite, I'll be honest. I don't like the summer. I'm a I've got like a fan in every room, and despite living in England, I've also got like 2 air conditioners because I just don't like it. Don't like the heat. I've planned my next holiday for October when it gets colder. So I'm not a heat person, but I know some people are. Durwood says, in the fall, when they are done growing for the season, trim them back extra. That's a fair point. You know. That's actually a clever point. Last year, I was trimming like the little like they were blackberries, but they were white, and I was like, am I committing like a major crime here? Like I feel like I'm euthanizing a plant because those things, if I leave them for a few more weeks, they will turn into proper blackberries. But you're right. I'll do it in the winter. Makes sense, right? T says, can I plug my YouTube channel even though it's not LFC related? Of course. Let us know what it's about. We always talk about random stuff here, to be fair. Like, officially it's a football thing, but we talk about gardening, we talk about food, we talk about cooking. We talk about wherever the conversation goes, to be fair. Mark says, can I see the white shirt? Have held off buying it yet, as I've seen a cream version as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be accurate or not, but I'm going to have to breathe in a little bit, you know what I mean? But I also don't want to stand up, but yeah, it's nice. It's got like little, very little like holes in it, which is very Adidas. It's comfortable, it's nice, I like this one. I don't know how accurate this will be, but I can't lie, I like this one. Johnny says they're saying he'll be on the bench until they get a free kick. So this, for everyone's context, this is the 17-year-old wonder kid that Barcelona are going to sign, called Johnny. Free kick specialist. Well, Barcelona's midfield should be scared, but I think Yamal will love it. He will love it. Just noticed this game has started. I don't mean to sound ignorant, but like I'm not at all scared of this Man City team. In past years, I have been, and I don't know if this comes across as obnoxious. Oh, for God's sake, I haven't started it. I'm gonna have to reset the timer again. But I just look at it and I'm like, Francis, am I pronouncing it correctly in Francis? Let me know if that's wrong. I would like videos of me on. I have a headset on all the time. Yeah, I mean, sounds good. What are the videos of you doing? Is it like reaction videos? Is it gaming videos? Fish says kittens or fish. I love you, Fish, but kittens. I'm a cat person, so kittens. Derwood says, I love waking up and seeing the notifications when you sign players another contract or when a new player signs. I hear ya. The only time I've experienced that was the Salah signing. Because on that day, I woke up about 8:50 a.m. I work from home, so I woke up like 10 minutes before, right? So 8:50 a.m. I woke up and I checked my phone and it was like Salah signed. And they released the news at like 8:30 in the morning. So that I have experienced that, but it's a rare thing. But yeah, it's a nice feeling. Mark says it looks superb. Appreciate that. It's comfortable as well. I like this one. I like this one. You don't want to cut back while they're growing. I have to do it to my quince plant. Yeah, I think your suggestion was a good one, because like a lot of those blackberries, like they're white berries at the moment. They're white, but I know if I leave them for a few more weeks, they'll turn black and then I can eat them. But I think your approach is smart. I might as well just enjoy what I get and then cut it back in the winter. I'm full of random things. I vomit them here. That's me as well, to be fair. We're talking about football. We're talking about football shirts. We're talking about YouTube channels. We're talking about blackberries. We're talking about fish, whatever fish is coming out with. So yeah, the randomness is good. Fish says, That's me after a glass of water. Alperin Turkey with how many turkey flags have you put there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 turkey flags. Is that like the starting 11 of a Turkish team? Do let us know. Yeah, corrected the timer now. Mark says something is just off with the City team. Yeah, I hear you. It's a bit weird, isn't it? That's my technical sophisticated adult analysis. It's a bit weird, isn't it? There's something not right. I just look. Oh God, there's Pep Linders. There's Pep Linders. There's Pep Linders sitting next to the other Pep. I forgot about that. Oh, that looked horrible. That looked disgusting. Loom says hi, Baba. Hi, Loom. Mark says yes, Haaland is him. But is anyone else a superstar other than Rodri? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's kind of, perhaps you've put into words kind of what I find a bit odd. I'll try bringing up the team here for you guys. We can have a quick snoop. So how do I do this again? If you see this here, courtesy of the British Broadcasting Corporation, Edison, meh, he's not what he was. Nunes, meh, he's a midfielder. Ruben Diaz, meh, he's good, but I don't think he's quite hit the sights of previous seasons. Akanji, decent to be fair. Ait Nouri, new signing, good but doesn't scare me. Rodri, world class, as Mark said, but how's he going to do with the injuries? After the injury, sorry. Savinho, meh. Bernardo Silva, past it. Reinders could be good, but new signing, you never know. Doku is like meh squared times 1,000. Mamouche is decent, but nothing to be kind of terrified of. And Haaland's on the bench, so yeah, not too worried about this team. Johnny ate most salad for lunch. Well, you certainly had a more healthy lunch than I did. I had pizza for lunch, but then I had a sandwich for dinner, so balanced it out to a certain degree. Francis says he's just talking on his videos. Yeah, man, plug it. I'll you want if there's like a link or anything, I'll put it on the screen. Liverpool chat says we just need to handle our business against City when we play them. 100% we do, and I think we will. I don't know what's going on with these lot, but they just don't. I don't know if it's because we're stronger than we were in previous years, or if it's the fact that they're weaker than they were in the previous years, or perhaps it's a combination of the two, but not at all worried about these guys. I'm slightly worried about Newcastle if they keep Isak. But these guys, meh. Preston, okay. I will do my best to remember that. Preston. Eva says, do you like rugby or only football? Football, to be honest. Like I also watch MMA, also watch boxing, also watch strongman. World's Strongest Man. I've never been a rugby guy, and that was kind of made worse by the fact that in secondary school they used to force us to play rugby, and we didn't want to. So that's kind of made me not perhaps enjoy rugby as much as other sports. Fish's top 10 hottest footballers list. Oh God! So Fish's number 1 hottest footballer is Fish. 2 is Bathroom. 3 is Bri Bikus Dikus. 4 is Daily Blind. 5 is himself. 6 is Pepe. 7 is 8 is Mamadou PM. 9, Azdaku just scored. That's a shocker. But Fish's list is more important. 9 is Mbuemo, and 10 is Tung 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 Tung. Good to hear. I mean, I'm disappointed I'm not on the list, but it is what it is. Johnny, after drinking water, after eating mint, be like McAllister laughing. So you're super happy, which is the 3 McAllisters. then you're kind of chill, and then you're content, which is the honest lot. Yeah, Doku just cut inside and just smacked it in, to be fair. Poor defending. Poor defending. Rodri is back. Rodri is back. Let's see how he does following his injury. I mean, I hope he does good. It's never nice to see injuries negatively affect a player. RG255 says, sorry I'm late. That's okay. No problem. No problem. Sonny says, where's Pinaldo? Oh, wait. Nobody wanted him. Don't cry, Pinaldo. Yeah. He used to play for this team, but he doesn't play for them anymore. Francis Preston said, one sec. Manchiti, yeah. That seems to fit a bit too nicely, to be fair. Manchiti. Preston says, I don't know how to get the links, but the name of the short is called Hi. If you... Let me see if I can... Will it let me click on your name? Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can do it for you. There's two shorts. There's one that says June 25th, and there's one that says my name is Preston. Let me know which one you want me to put on the thingy thing. Johnny with a nice collection of emotes there. I don't know what most of those are. I'm trying to see, do I know what any of those are? And the answer is no. If I hover over it, it tells me what they are. Goat emoji, Pika Ramen, is that Pikachu? Another record that looks like a boxing glove. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. A says Chelsea or Tottenham. In what context, A? In what context? In terms of who do I like more? In terms of who do I think is going to do better this season? Depends on the context. Johnny speaking to his brother, saying, hi Sonny, the biggest Pupanaldo fan. I don't think your brother's going to like that. Fish was Bob on the bus. Bob was on the bus, but he's not on the bus anymore. Derwood says, oh my god, they've scored. When did they score? I didn't even see. When did they score? I didn't even notice. I saw Doku score, and then I was trying to find Preston's video, and then I saw Derwood said Juve, and I was like, my first thought was, wait, don't you mean Man City, right? And then I just looked. Damn, it's 1-1. Well, I need to update this score over here to 1-1. Preston, says either one. Okay. Since I'm a man of my word. There you go. I'll put it in the chat for you there, Preston. Hopefully, that should be clickable. Leon has been relegated, but Man City are still standing after 115 charges. I guess, yeah, Man City are still standing, therefore the punishment is to deduct 50 points from Everton. That's the punishment to everything. Like, if I am to rob a bank, I should go free, but they should deduct 50 points from Everton. Oh yeah, 100%. He popped up earlier. I was like, that's disgusting. That's horrible. I don't want to look at that. It looks weird. It looks weird. It looks odd. Pep Pep Linders specifically. A lot of people were quite outraged by it. At the time, I didn't care because I was like, whatever. But looking at it now, it just looks wrong. It looks weird. It looks really strange. RG says Yamal is not these youngest players. Actually, I mean, I don't know. I have no clue what you mean. Why? So you mean Yamal is not the youngest football players? Actually, a player from Leicester City. So you're saying there's a player from Leicester City, that is younger than him. I think that's what you mean. This looks like Harry Maguire. It does. It 100% does. JK Prods said, "Can you grab the camera for a lamer edit, please?" If I was to grab it, it's plugged in. If I was to grab it, it would unplug. Manji scored in the 9th minute. Juve scored in the 11th, so 2 minutes later. So their lead lasted a mere 100 seconds. Coop Miners scored. All right, game on then. Game on. I'm gonna have to watch the replay of that goal at halftime. I didn't even see it. Liverpool chat is with the has the right. What's the word? I was gonna say has the right attitude, but that's the wrong terminology. But yeah, has the right approach. Yeah, let's go Juventus. Beat these cheats. Yeah, let's beat these cheats, man. Juventus have come back into it, so that is super positive. Johnny says, "Tell Sonny about Barcelona's new signing." Ah, yes. So Johnny was telling me, or rather was telling everyone, that Barcelona have signed a new midfielder who's very good at free kicks, who is 17 years old, called Johnny. We don't know if you know him, but we just wanted to make that clear. Preston said, "Do this my video. I can watch it whenever I want." Yeah, I posted the link so that other people will click on it. If I put it on the screen, then it won't. Then I'll get the benefit from it. But I want you to get the benefit of it. If you know what I mean. Pep Linders, it's very snake-like. It is. He's sitting there like a little snake as well, with his little snake face. I've never noticed, but he does look a bit like a snake. It looks very weird. It just looks wrong. It just looks wrong. I understand now why people were so mad about it. At the time, I was like, whatever, I don't care. He's rubbish anyway. But just looking at it now, it just looks very strange. It looks like I don't know. It looks like Michael Owen in a Man United shirt. You know, the first time you saw Michael Owen in a Man United shirt, and you were like, "Ugh." Was it the shirt with like the black V on it? And he's like, "What?" It just looks weird like that. Sonny says, "My glorious King Pep is no longer Pep anymore. What happened? Is it the 115 charges? Pep, blink twice if you need help." Well, we will keep an eye on him to see how much he blinks. And yeah, we will update you. He's 15. All right, so this is the Leicester player. Ab says, "Predict GA for Wirtz first season in all competitions or in Premier League?" In all competitions. I mean, as crazy as it is, I don't have like absurd expectations for his first season. Probably like 20. 20 in all competitions. Maybe that is kind of absurd. 15 to 20. Pep looks like somebody from China. Possibly. Yamal is 1,000 times better than that Leicester player. True. I don't know who this Leicester player is. Don't call them Manchiti, call them that. That is more accurate. We don't need a midfielder. Where's my right back or left back? Some of the transfers are odd. And not just from a Barcelona perspective. I saw today Arsenal are buying another defender. What's up with that? Why are they buying another defender? And another defensive midfielder? Crazy, man. These teams are targeting the wrong players. Preston said, oh, okay, I'm going to change my account name in 3 hours. Good to hear. Daniel says the football is haram. It's only haram on the weekend. It's okay on Thursday. It's all right on Thursday. It's just on the weekend. RG said, bro, you said only funny stuff to get on the video, but a building in Wales, bro. Oh, no, it's not a building. It's a place. It's a place in Wales. Looking at the two Peps next to each other, never noticed how much they look alike. They do look alike. They've both got a bit of a snake-like complexion to them. It's a bit unsettling. Ronnie Pickering said hi, and I'm like, who? And he's like, Ronnie Pickering. And I was like, who's that? And then he's like, you want some, mate? I don't know if anyone understands the reference, but I hope Ronnie Pickering is good. Hope he is well. Johnny says, bro, don't be mean to Johnny. He is so good. He is good. He's going to tear that Barcelona midfield apart. But in a nice way, because he's part of it. Pep looks like somebody that you used to know. I've not heard that song in a while. All Arsenal knows is defense. They don't need a striker. It's so strange. It's literally the it's literally the weirdest thing. They desperately need a striker. They've signed Norgard, I think, kind of defensive-ish midfielder, and today they're linked with a defender from Valencia. It's like, just buy a striker. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sunny says football is life. I agree with you there. RG says, bro, how do you change your profile? Change it in what way? Ronnie Pickering says, you want some, mate? I don't know how many people understand this reference. If people are wondering what on earth we're on about, this is it's a staple of British culture. So if you're ever bored, go on YouTube and search for Ronnie Pickering. Angus says, thoughts on Lyon relegated to League 2? It's crazy, man. It's I didn't know there was like a whole financial case about them, but it's disappointing to see, because I think Lyon are a big club. But if they have, on the other hand, if they have kind of committed some sort of serious crime, then I get it. I guess from a football perspective, does that mean Malik Fofana is available on sale? You know, on a little half-price deal? On a little... Has Malik Fofana got like a 60% off sticker on him? Has Malik Fofana got a yellow Tesco sticker on him? Because if Malik Fofana's got a yellow Tesco sticker on him, let's... and they've only got one in stock. So if they are, let's get in there. Larkin says, thoughts on John Obi Mikel? Yeah, I remember him. He was going to go to Man United first, wasn't he? And he was wearing a Man United shirt, and then he ended up at Chelsea. He was a good player. I think the trouble is at the time there were other players like SCN and so forth who were also very good, so it limited his playing time. But Mikel was great. Spirit of LFC fan says, hi, how are you? Like, comment, share and subscribe. You'll never walk alone. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Had a long week, but it's almost over now, so that's good. Looking forward to the weekend. How about you? How are things with you? Hope you are. SRR said British Mamdani. Now, if you said this to me 2 days ago, I'd be like, who? who you on about, what you talking about. But I watched the Mamdani versus a Chris Cuomo exchange, and I found that quite good. And I also saw something earlier today where Fox News was saying this Mamdani guy, he wants to look after people, and he wants a $30 minimum wage. How dare he? And like they were trying to kind of slander him, and it just came off really badly. I don't know the context of Mamdani Cuomo, but I just found it quite amusing. Top 4 prediction for next season, says Jack. Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, Arsenal. And I just realized, yeah. Oh my God, has he just kicked it in his own net? What was that? That was rubbish. That's Manchiti right there. You know how we say this is a cheating club and a corrupt club? The guy just kicked it into his own net. The guy just that's the most corrupt goal. Again, it probably isn't because this is a pointless tournament. But if this was any other, I wish I could show that because that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But like Nunes, I think Nunes crossed it in. And the Juventus defender, which I think is Kalulu, just kind of kicked it into his own net. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I can't lie. I was like, what are you doing? Preston said, I'm going to post. Be right back. That's okay. Sunny says, I'm disappointed there's no Ronaldo hatred at the end of this, but that's okay. Why are we talking about Arsenal? They will have their second trophy. Don't worry about them. Laporte, we need a right back or left back. I can't go another 10 years without a UCL. I hear ya. And the we, in context for other people here, that's Barcelona. Maybe a centre back as well, potentially. But yeah, I mean, I hope you do get them because I need you, and we need you to teach Real Madrid a lesson next season again. Leroy says it's crazy to see a team like Lyon get relegated. It is. It reminds me of the Leeds situation to a certain degree. Leroy says Lyon will need to sell Fofana to raise funds. True. I guess the question is now, how much can they get for him? Because they'll probably go for a reduced fee. RG255 also talking about Ronnie Pickering. Johnny says, somebody that I used to know break my heart and left me in a mess, but I was Johnny. Somebody that I used to know broke my heart and left me in a mess. But it seems like you made it out positively, so that's good to hear. Sonny says that he should sell Palace because Lyon are way bigger than Palace. What a single FA Cup means they're bigger than Lyon without the oil money, unlike PSG or Man City. I hear ya. Hero Brian says Kerkez in. Yep, Kerkez is sorted now. Kerkez sorted this morning. So that's fullback sorted. There's some news that Kanate might be off. So we'll need to see what. So it might not be a case that the whole defense is sorted, yeah? Don't you use Instagram? I have an Instagram. How much I use it is a different matter. I was a kid when Pep changed my club. I don't know why Barcelona don't respect him as much. I don't know, to be fair. I don't know. Is he not? Because he was a former player there as well, right? So, I'm not too sure. I'd have to look into that. Preston said, what happened while I was gone? Nunes put a cross in for Man City, right? So Nunes put a cross in, and Kalulu, who's the Juventus defender, perfectly finished Nunez's cross. So he didn't accidentally kick it into his own goal. He finished the chance quite nicely, which is a bit odd. Liverpool chat says he must be on the take. I hear ya. Johnny's prediction for this is 4-2. Is that 4 to Juventus or 4 to Man City? RG needs to search something. Leon are going to have a flash sale on their big players, 100%. All the players are going to have reduced labels on them, like at the supermarket. How much is Fofana going to be reduced by? That is the question. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. You want the Ronaldo hatred, Penaldo. Why are you still playing? Just step back, read a book, and then say adios, sayonara, and goodbye, football. At least I can RIP in peace. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have the. It's good to have the Ronaldo hatred back. I was worried because you didn't post any Ronaldo hatred in the last comment, but it's back. AR, I think this is Mr. Rahman, I think, says, hi, how are you? Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know everything. You never walk alone. I appreciate that. I wish I knew everything. I know some things, but the good thing is the rest of the chat knows other things, and then if we put that together, we tend to end up at the right answer more often than not. AR says hi. That was a clear intent. Yeah, it was weird. it just looked very corrupt. Can't lie. Dawood says hi. Yeah, I mean, if Liverpool can get Fofana for cheap. Oh my God, that's Kolo Toure. Kolo Toure is part of the Man City staff as well. What is going on? Yeah, I mean, if Liverpool can get him for cheap, let's get on that. Preston says, do you think I should post one video per subscriber? I would say do a video whenever you have a good idea. It's something I struggle with as well, to be fair. Just whenever you have a good idea, make something. But then maybe not too often, but maybe not too infrequent, if you know what I mean. It's tough. It's tough to figure out what works. Johnny says, are you coming to Barcelona? They strung up man who they say has 3 strange things that happened here. Am I coming to Barcelona? I've been to Barcelona last year, but no plans to go this year, although I wouldn't mind it. Yurda Isnai says, are we really going to sign Ronnie Pickering? We are. And then he's going to get on the pitch and be like, I'm Ronnie Pickering. And they're going to be like, who? And he's going to be like, Ronnie Pickering. He's literally going to turn up in his car. Johnny says, are you Mama Carter? Well, you said I was in the last stream, so then I have to just say, yeah. I have to just go with that. I have to just go with that and say, yeah. Preston says, okay. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. Kalulu is... Oh, he's taking a free kick. Hope you kick it in the right direction this time, Kalulu. Oh, he didn't even take the free kick, to be fair. After all that. RG255 is back. Preston says, and there is 12p. What does that mean? Do you mean 12 people? Oh, 12 people watching on YouTube Shorts. Very nice. Very nice. Johnny's top 3 hottest players. Number 1 is himself. Number 2 is himself. And number 3, he had to think really hard about who number 3 was going to be. And after thinking really hard, he decided, you know what? Number 1 is me. Number 2 is me. So number 3 might as well also be me. And then there's a bit more context at the end there, specifically. Who comes close? Man, I'm in God mode, son. So that to me says pretty much nobody comes close if you're in God mode. Oh God, man, this is a tough question. Firstly, I love the fact that it's called Shop Finds. Is this like a supermarket thing? Because this sounds pretty cool. Lidl or Aldi? I would say Aldi. I think generally the Aldi stuff is a bit higher quality, and Aldi tend to have a bit more range, especially with the kind of fruit and vegetables and chicken and stuff. So yeah, definitely Aldi for me. But I'm a bit biased because I have an Aldi near me and I don't have a Lidl, so I'm a bit biased. But yeah, generally speaking, Aldi for me. Here's the secret, right? Like Aldi is cheap, which is great, which is fantastic. Which again, I love that about Aldi, because you go in and you don't spend too much money. But if you ever get the stuff that's like, if you ever get the expensive stuff from Aldi, like, you know, the specially selected stuff in a blue box, that stuff's amazing. So yeah, I'm a big Aldi fan. Preston says, I'm the only one commenting. That's okay, Preston. Runnerman Steve, Man United fan, I believe, if I recall. Neither if I'm with the missus. That middle aisle is chaos. She's like a magpie. What I do, to be honest, I just avoid the middle aisle now. I go in the first aisle, which is like fruit, vegetables, meat, cheese. Sometimes the second aisle. So I guess my local's got 5 aisles. I just avoid it because there's the most random nonsense in there. Like, there'll be plant pots, there'll be like diving gear, there'll be flip-flops, there'll be dumbbells, there'll be hot water bottles, there'll be hot water bottles next to ice cube trays, and it's like, make your mind up. Is it hot or is it cold? There'll be, and like, sometimes they just use it as like extra space for the stuff that they can't put on the shelves. So sometimes there'll be cleaning equipment there, but it's like, just put that in the cleaning section. It's so bizarre, the middle aisle. Screwdrivers are another one. Solar lights. And like, I picked up some of the solar lights and like all the solar panels were cracked, and it's like, well, no point getting one of those. But it's the most bizarre. It's the most bizarre Wild West I've ever seen. So these days, I avoid the aisle, but if I accidentally walk into it, I just go face down and I just walk to the end. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Prime Trento Alves, for me. Ice cream or cocktail, the middle one. Sorry, the first one. To be fair, I did I did have ice cream today. Halo Top, you know, the one that's, and Shop Finds might know about this, you know, the one that's like 360 calories for the whole tub. I had one of those today. I ate the whole tub. I felt like a savage doing it, but 360 calories for the whole tub, and it was very nice. RG says, search up the Grantham Old Aldi. I'll see if I can search that for you. Yeah, Runnerman Steve knows what I'm on about. And I also know what Runnerman Steve is on about, because that middle aisle is popular. My dad, who's about probably like in his 70s, like he likes that middle aisle. He always comes back with like some sort of nonsense. Like, why have you bought that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Durwood says, "Have you tried the butter?" Yeah, I haven't, but that's because. And the thing is, I was doing my online shop the other day, and I was thinking I need to add that butter, but I don't. I don't have a need for butter at the moment. But the next time I need butter, I know the one to get. It's the one that you recommended. Shop Find says the fake Ben and Jerry one. Yeah, really good. Yeah, they're nice. Halo top. They've got like they've got a cookie dough which is okay. The chocolate brownie one's really, really nice. The one I had today is called Golden Blondie, and it's caramel ice cream, and it's got like little bits of cake in it, and it's got little bits of chocolate in it. But apparently the whole tub is 380 calories. But yeah, very nice, very good. I would recommend that. Sunny says that both of them are terrible in defending. So this is in response to his question earlier of Trent or Alves. Both are terrible in defending. Well, he didn't say terrible, but you know what I mean. But at least they're better than Pupanaldo at defending their team. See, the thing is, I should have known there was going to be some sort of Ronaldo slander at the second half. I just set myself up for a and again, I don't love Ronaldo or hate Ronaldo. I just find this funny. Johnny likes salt by the looks of it. Yeah, salt's good for you. Plenty of magnesium, plenty of sodium. It's good for your electrolytes, good for your hydration. Now, too much salt is bad for you, but you do need to have some salt for your hydration. Shop finds with the riddles here. I'm tall when I'm young. I'm short when I'm old. What am I? Is it like my patience? I was gonna say my patience for riddles, but no, like it's probably not that. Like it's high when I'm young, and my patience gets lower the older I get. Sunny is saying pencil. That might be a good one. Pencil? Could you sharpen it and it gets smaller? Zayn says shadow. But shadow is just a representation of your height, right? Johnny presumes it's a part of the male anatomy, which, to be honest, I think Durwood might have solved it. Candle, it's got to be candle, right? It's got to be candle. It's got to be candle. Yeah. If it's not candle would work. Candle would work. Sharp Fine says, bro defo Google it. Durwood's probably the smartest one here, to be fair. So if there's anyone who didn't Google it, it's Durwood. But that's a good one, to be fair. I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. Yeah, makes sense. Durwood says, I can't trust myself in Aldi anymore. I order online. Aldi finds are definitely dangerous and confusing. Yeah, they are. I've started online. Because I like it when it's cold, I go to the shops when it's cold, but now that it's hot, I'm ordering all my stuff online because I don't want to go outside. The thing I like about Aldi is you have them in lots of countries. When I went to Portugal a few months back, there was an Aldi nearby, which is fantastic. When I went to New York, I don't think there were any Aldis. I had like lots of Whole Foods Market. That was the one. Whole Foods Market. I was going to there quite a lot. That was amazing. I love that. It's like the supermarkets in US are like another. I don't know how to describe them. They were massive, but yeah, in New York, I was going to Whole Foods Market. But generally, if there's an Aldi nearby, that's where I go. Sonny says Man City are ready for the English Championship next season. Well, hopefully, hopefully the season after. Sharp Finds was debating walking to Aldi or Lidl. Your answer has made my decision. Yeah, Aldi's better. Aldi generally has more range. It's less of a mess as well. Like in Lidl, right? And again, if a thing is cheaper in Lidl, I'm gonna get it from Lidl. I don't care. But generally speaking, Lidl just like stick the boxes on the shelf. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay. But yeah, I love Aldi. Aldi's fantastic. Johnny's new Wi-Fi is good. That's good to hear. It's good to hear as always. Perhaps won't read the second part. Unlike Pinaldo, who's good when he's young. Oh good. I just admire and respect just the consistency of the hatred, like, and the fact that he just catches me out every single time. Like I just respect it. It's just the consistency of it, just every single time. You know what I mean? Like for every little thing, he's there hating Ronaldo, and I'm like, you know what? That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Derwood likes riddles. I can see that. You managed to solve that one before everyone. Everyone else was struggling. Myself was included. I was also struggling myself. I love my fill in the blank as Johnny. Favorite streamer. Shop finds says Aldi's better. It's just further away from me. Fair enough. I hear ya. Aldi's a 10-minute walk from me. Waitrose is like a 9-minute walk, but I only go to Waitrose if I need something specific because like Waitrose is way too expensive. But yeah, I got an Aldi 10 minutes away, a Tesco about 20 minutes away. I just go to the Aldi if I can. Derwood says there's quite a few Aldis in New York. I think my local was Whole Foods Market. I would have searched for Aldi because whenever I go on holiday, I have a checklist, and the top thing on my checklist is find the nearest Aldi. So it must have been where my hotel was. There wasn't one nearby. But yeah, Whole Foods was amazing. I can't lie. I loved it. I spent 10 minutes trying to find a bottle of water, but it was amazing. A high 7 says I be farting. Good to hear. Thank you for sharing that. High 7 says Salah, which Premier League club is the greatest and most biggest? I'd say Liverpool, and I don't know if that's me being biased, but I don't think it is. Vertified Fence, yes, I do remember you. How's it going? Hope you're well. Liverpool chat said, I've been enjoying Iceland's new frozen chicken range. They got a new one. The Iceland shredded chicken that they do. That's good. The frozen one. I went through a phase where that's basically all I was eating. But yeah, Iceland's pretty good, can't lie. Is it lagging on TikTok? I hope not. Hopefully that sorts itself out. Johnny says, Sonny, I agree with you, but I have a question. Why do you hate Pupanaldo, the Sioux monster? That is a good question. But the consistency of the hatred is quite funny. Yeah, TikTok is lagging. Let me see if I can... disconnect. Maybe that will fix it. 1 second. Well, I'll see if it fixes itself. If not, I'll disconnect, reconnect. Whole Foods is so expensive, but the food is really good. Yeah, it was good food. Yeah, I think I mostly just got kind of water and stuff from there, but I enjoyed it. It was a fun experience. Can't lie. Iram says, "Do you like Soul Survivor by Young Jeezy? Never heard it, but is it good? If it's good, you must let me know." Johnny is now talking like fish, saying TikTok is tick much honkier UCGF. Yeah, whatever that means. Sonny says that the simple fact that he thinks he's better than Messi, and then he has the audacity to troll Xavi for playing in the SPL in 2016. But in 2025, he plays there and says it's better than Ligue 1. So he thinks he's better than Messi, and then he has the audacity to troll Xavi for playing in the Saudi League. But in 2025, he plays there himself and says it's better than Ligue 1. Looks like pretty good reasoning there. Johnny says, "Are you a kid?" If that's to me, the answer is yes. And if that's to Sonny, the answer is also yes. Preston said, IG. High 7. Is it still lagging or is it any better now? Second best all-time club behind Real Madrid. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I've ever really thought about rankings of a club like that, if you know what I mean. I mean, Real Madrid would be up there. They'd probably be number 1. Barcelona would be up there. Liverpool would be up there. Those are probably the top 3. Ah, yes, timer. The timer, indeed. AC Milan. Are you watching the City game, says Charlie? Indeed I am. High 7 says, wait, you're a kid? Yeah, I'm 14. I wish. Clef just came back. Kalulu is having a bad game today. Yeah, what was that own goal about? It was an interesting finish. I can't lie. I mean, Kalulu finished it like he was Haaland, but unfortunately, Kalulu finished it into his own net. Unfortunately. Charlie says Ait Nouri looks class. Yeah, he's looking pretty good, to be fair. He's looking pretty good. Looking like a decent signing. What are your thoughts? Are you a City fan, potentially? What are your thoughts on Mr. Reinders? Preston's just posted something on his channel, but what have you posted? That is the question. Sonny says, how old are you, Johnny? And when was the last time you watched a Barcelona game for the full 90 minutes? I know that Johnny is 17. But in terms of when he last watched the game, I'm not too sure, but I'm sure Johnny can answer that. Do you think Liverpool will sign Hapupu? Who on earth is Hapupu? I've never heard of Hapupu. Who is Hapupu? Hapupu is a national historical reserve in New Zealand. Is this an actual player? It would have been really embarrassing if I said, yeah, man, Hapupu. He looks amazing. The player of the match will be Kalulu instead of the refs. You might be onto something there. Charlie's provided additional context on Reinders, saying, I think he looks decent. Having Rodri behind gives him freedom to make runs up front. Oh, nice. I hear that. I mean, if you know Rodri's behind you, then that would give you a certain level of confidence. Like you could probably rob a bank if you knew Rodri was outside, because no one's getting in. Hi Seven says, I met Hal Poop. I don't know who this Hal Poop person is. Again, I Google this, nothing comes up. That's the glass of water. I always fill up at the start and then forget to drink. Hi Seven is mentioning another player. I don't think this is like one of those kind of trap names, where it's like Ben Dover or Eric, and then his surname is SHUN. I don't think it's one of those. But I'm googling the player names you're giving me and nothing comes up. Charlie says we still look shaky at the back, but I'm seeing a glimpse of the old City back. Hopefully it's just a glimpse, because we'd rather not have the old City back. But from your perspective, who else do you need to sign then? Would you say another centre back potentially? If we look at the squad here, probably a right back. Because Nunes has typically been a midfielder. Left back is sorted. We do also have to remember Haaland's on the bench. I think there's some drama going on. There isn't drama going on. There's just a conversation going on outside. So I'm watching them through my doorbell camera. What's going on? Oh, they've gone away now. Just people on like walking past my drive having a convo. I'm like, what's going on? But problem solved. I think we need Guardiola instead of Nunes. Guardiola at right back. I know he's played a lot as left back. Would you favour him at right back over Nunes? Sonny says, all I know Man City needs to sign is 115 Phoenix Wright and Saul Goodman. So Saul Goodman, he's the lawyer from Breaking Bad, right? Who's Phoenix Wright? Is he like another one? Oh, Ace Attorney. Oh, that's who this person is. I feel like this is from like a computer game. This is Phoenix Wright. What computer game is this though? Well, now I know. Now I know, and I guess now everyone knows who this person is. Like I've seen pictures of this character for as long as I can remember, but I've never known who this character was. But now I know. I think we're getting into the tail end of this competition now. Tomorrow there's Salz. Oh no, not tomorrow. Well, yes, tomorrow. Salzburg versus Real Madrid at 2 a.m. I wish I could be awake for that. Derwood will be awake for that. That will be like what? Like 10, 11, 1. No, it'll be like 9 p.m. It'll be 9 p.m. East Coast time. 2 a.m. for us. Benfica versus Chelsea Saturday. That might be a good one. Might have to watch that one. Sunny says, fictional lawyers. All I know, if you didn't do the crime, call Wright. But if you did the crime, call Saul. They never lose the case. I see. I'll bear that in mind. I'll bear that in mind when I'm planning my next master crime. Yeah, 9 p.m. Yeah, I had to calculate. I ended up calculating it on my fingers. I was like, okay, they're 5 hours behind. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, yeah, 9. Yeah, I can't lie. I'm a bit jealous. I'd like to watch that game purely for the hate along and hating 66. I know he thinks he's number 12 now with one name. He thinks he's Cher, but he will forever be 66, and I'm glad to see. He will forever just be 66. That's who he is. He's 66. Who was it against again? Salzburg. Okay, decent team. Clef Prosper says, but I need to ask the question about our centre back though. With Kwanzaa gone, who is gonna sub Van Dijk and Konate? Well, Clef Prosper, I don't mean to make your day even worse, but news has come out today that Konate may also go. So news has come out today, and again, we don't know how accurate these things are, if they're accurate or if they're nonsense. But news has come out today that Mr. Ibu does not want to sign a new contract, so Konate might go as well. But leaving that to aside, there's a rumor that Mark Guehi might come in for about 35 million, which would be a similar fee that would be a similar fee that Kwanzaa went for. So essentially, you'd be swapping Kwanzaa for Mark Guehi. And if we did, I'd be all over that. Sunny says, Messi will face PSG. If they win, they face Bayern. And then Real Madrid, every single aspect. I knew there was going to be an unlike Ronaldo this time. Every single important aspect of Messi's career, unlike Pinaldo, who is the Saudi Pro League watching and crying on his screen. Poor Pinaldo, yeah. I think Ronaldo would literally cry if he was to see the consistency of the hatred you direct towards him. Liverpool chat says, will Trent do another defensive stinker? 3rd one in a row? I'd love to see it. Fortunately, it's going to be a bit late for us. But yeah, I hope so. I hope there's a 3rd stinker in a row. It was quite funny after his first game when he was doing an interview. So he was doing the interview, blah 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 blah, blah. And then at the end he was like, "Yeah, but I'm still, yeah. I still feel like I made the right decision to come here. I still feel like that was the right thing to do." And then that got posted online, and then all the comments were saying, "Nobody asked you if it was the right decision. Why are you randomly saying, oh yeah, it was the right decision to come here?" So that to me indicates a certain level of internal conflict. But he's made his bed now, so he can lie in it. And he can take his bed to Aston Villa when Real Madrid send him there in 2 years. Ethan says, when are they playing? Is this the Real Madrid game? 2 a.m. as in like 5 hours. I'd love to watch it, but I'll be fast asleep. I don't like. Could I stay up? But like, it's not gonna happen. Napoli wants Nunes for 70 million. Also, so Napoli are willing to pay the 70 million, are they? Because what I saw was Napoli were paying like 40, but Liverpool wanted 70. But if Napoli are willing to pay that, then let's go. That's mostly Wirtz fee recouped. Because I believe you were saying the other day and the day before yesterday, and I agree with you that now the period of incomings is going to pause for a bit, and there's going to be a period of departures. And Nunes is the most obvious one, and yeah, they'll want to get that expenditure down a bit. Ali says 70 pence. I think you're right. Yeah. Even 70 pence might be a bit too much, but I think you're accurate with your 70 pence. Johnny says, I hate him for thinking he's the best, and his toxic fan base, and him stopping other young talent. I hear you on that. Sometimes I feel like he, as bizarre as it is to say that, it feels like he's bigger than the country, and is it holding other players back? I think it is to a certain degree. So yeah, I hear you. I think it's a fair point that you're making. Sonny says, I got to go. Bye, adios, sayonara, and goodbye, pui pupanaldo. When will you retire? And give me the joy of life. Just go. You have done enough. Let me die in peace, and give him another penalty just for that pui. You know what? They should like write a book of like all of Sonny's like hate comments for Ronaldo. It would be like, and it would be the funniest book ever. it's just the consistency of it. But yeah, I'd buy it. Like on Sonny's, when Sonny dies eventually, on his gravestone, it's gonna be like, R.I.P. Sonny, but at least I don't have to think about Penaldo anymore. It's gonna be something like that. Sonny says, my hatred for Penaldo goes beyond the known cosmic universe. BS, I'd rather die as a Messi lover than that Pupinaldo. I love the consistency of it. It's just never miss a beat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't change your mind based on the situation. Like, this is what I believe. This is it. I'm sticking to my principles. I'm sticking to my guns. Like, I respect that. Second half is starting. A certain blonde Norwegian is on the pitch. He's on the pitch. But who is he on for? Is this their home kit with a weird like white diagonal stripe going across it? He's on for Mr. Marmouche. I don't know what that white strip is about. It's like Puma were desperate to differentiate the kit to a certain degree, so they stuck a weird diagonal white strip on it. Because otherwise they'd probably say your kits look the same every year. And they've kicked off. Is it 2-1, is it? Yeah, it's still 2-1. Still 2-1. Oh, you probably should have scored there, Mr. Robot. Nice cross by Nunes, I think. It's the typical Man City goal where they kind of cross comes in and Haaland stretches, and to be fair, most of the time he scores, but I think he was just a bit late there. Burger King says, why do people choose between Messi and Ronaldo? It's like Nike or Adidas. Just enjoy them, man. Just enjoy them both, I hear. Would you also say it's like Burger King or McDonald's? Did you see what I did there? You see what I did there? Thinking on the spot. But I hear you. And KFC, damn, this is like a yeah. But I guess the point remains, just enjoy Burger King, McDonald's and KFC, all of them. But yeah. KFC need to make up their mind regarding what's happening with their chips, because they change their chips like every year and they're always terrible. But I hear the point. Liverpool chat says, I wonder if cheating teams are best friends. I think maybe they start off as best friends, but then when they try to cheat each other, then inevitably that causes conflict. And so even though they bonded over the concept of cheating at the start, saying, hey, you're a cheater, I'm a cheater, let's be friends, I think eventually they'll want to cheat against each other, and then that's when the fallout happens. AFC Dave says that Mahrez is a way better footballer than Salah. Don't know about that. I mean, both are better than Saka, but I don't know if Mahrez is way better than Salah. Why are you buying another defender, by the way? Like, there's some like Valencia defender today. They just need to get the Tesco deal sorted. They need to get a striker in. Sunny says, Burger King, both Man City and Liverpool are both clubs. Why choose to support one and hate the other? I see your logic. It's engraved in our souls. Pupinaldo. What is it? Pupinaldo, I hate you. I rather watch 50-year-old Messi than Pupinaldo. Fair enough. So Sunny's logic is more, I see it from a team perspective. As in, he's a Barcelona fan, so doesn't like the Real Madrid. That's how I've always interpreted it. Have Man City always had black shorts, or is this a new thing? Is that why it looks weird? They haven't always had black shorts, right? I swear they used to have like light blue shorts. That's why. That must be, yeah. Oh no, they used to have white shorts in the past. And they had red shorts once. That looked weird. Oh my god, Pep and Pep again. It just looks so strange. It will never not look weird. At the very least, it will take a significant period of time to not look weird. Why does Man City's kit have like a Miss Universe kind of ribbon on it? That's so weird. Like, we know they're divas and all that, but it's still a bit odd. Is Miss Universe like still a thing? It is still a thing. But the Miss Universe ribbon goes over the right shoulder by the looks of it. But the Man City, like the Man City ribbon, that goes over the other. That goes over the other shoulder. That's basically what Man City's kit reminds me of. Weird. Oh god, yeah, his spit. I totally forgot about his spit where he was doing maneuvers and manipulations with it. It was just going around and around and around. And it was like, Pep, can you not do that, please? Oh, poor defending. It's a Haaland tap in. That's poor defending. I mean, Haaland's not even going to bother celebrating that because that was terrible defending. Oh my god, Pep is like, yeah, with the other Pep. I don't mean to be mean, but Juventus suck. Like, defending for at least 2 of the goals has been horrendous. Was he offside? I don't know, but yeah, Coop miners. Nunes with another assist. Liverpool 2 hours says, Dave, you need to leave. Liverpool 12 does not appreciate the Mahrez comment. No Name says Arsenal will win next season with Sesko, Eze and Zubamendi. Possibly. I mean, that would be really nice for Eze because then he'd win the FA Cup 2 years in a row. The Eze link is weird though because like they were linked with Eze for left wing, but like Eze ain't that fast. So sticking Eze on the left wing is a bit weird. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Arsenal are winning anything until they get rid of Arteta. I think Arteta is clueless. Arsenal got some good players. Some very good players. No Name says neither is Trossard, but he gets the job done. But he doesn't though. That's the thing. The job done in Arsenal is not a... Like, what is the job that's done? Like, finishing second and not winning anything ain't the job. They need to get rid of Arteta. Like, it's just pointless having the same conversation every single year. Arteta is holding you back. Arteta is tactically flawed. Arteta is too defensive. What's going to happen? You'll go 1-0 up. You look really good. Like, you look really, really good. You'll be firing. You'll go 1-0 up. And then Mikel Arteta, aka Mr. Edison Lightbulb, will then stick every player behind the ball. And then you'll go super defensive. And then the other team, whoever it is, whether it's Leeds, Man United, anybody, will equalise, and then it'll be 1-1. And then you'll have people on AFTV screaming that this is an outrage, this is terrible, Arteta out, Arteta out. It's not going to change. Eze is more creative than him, so he will create more, and with the striker, we will score more. Maybe, but like, I think the point remains. The problem is, you go 1-0 up, Arteta sticks everyone behind the ball. He's changed his way of playing. Like, when Arteta first joined, he was quite attacking. But like, I don't know if it's bad experiences or trauma from a certain degree, but like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he suddenly went super, super defensive. Ooh, here's Haaland. Nice tackle. I'll be honest, I think Arsenal have some good players. They're a big club, but nothing is going to change until they get rid of Arteta. Like, it's just, dude, it's like it's the same conversation every year. Dave says that Arteta would never go for a good player like Eze. His level is Madueke. Yeah, and that's like, again, why are you being linked with Madueke? Like, you are levels above Madueke. Like, Madueke is like mid-table player at best. Like, you shouldn't even be linked with Madueke. Like, why? Please don't get Madueke, because people are going to make fun of you for taking another Chelsea reject. And the thing is, it's such an easy joke. I'd rather the jokes were harder and a bit more intelligent. Please don't get Madueke. He had Aubameyang and Lacazette. Yeah, he had Unai Emery's players. They won him an FA Cup, and then he sold them, and then he didn't win anything after. There's a stranger under my bed. If you're sitting on the bed, it could be your long nuts. If there's a hole in the mattress, it could literally be your username. Well, they are part of you, so you don't need to be too scared. Sonny says there's a higher chance of Madueke winning a Premier League before Arsenal. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, if Arsenal were to say get rid of Arteta, bring a new manager in, I'd be worried. But it's like they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Ain't gonna change. For me, I don't think they're 1 or 2 players away. I think they're a managerial change away. Partey's gonna go. I think Partey's been an effective player, but if they get Zubimendi, I think he should be able to kind of bridge the gap there. If they get Sesko, is he gonna score enough goals? I don't know. But again, it's just my opinion. I could be talking rubbish, but I think they need to change that manager. Sandra says Messi or Ronaldo. I would say Messi, and it's not just because you have a Barcelona picture, Sandra. Yeah, Messi for me. And I also need to say Messi because Sonny's here, and if I don't say Messi, he'll tell me off. But yeah, Messi. I think Messi did things that other players could not. Quite often against my own team, can't lie. But sometimes you just gotta put your hands up and say, yep, nothing you could do about that. But the question is, Sandra, how would you answer that? Arsene Wenger and the FIFA guy, they're all wearing the same clothes and the same tie. That's a bit weird. Savona's coming off. Gatti is coming on. But it looks like this competition might be wrapping up soon. Liverpool pre-season tickets are out tomorrow. I might see if I can get one. Yeah, Saturday the last 16. Benfica versus Chelsea. I think that's a must probably. Ooh, PSG into Miami. That looks pretty good. Sunday. Yeah, as pointless as this tournament has been, it has kept us occupied. I won't say entertained. I'll say occupied. So, there's a benefit right there. Kefren Turam. He was linked with Liverpool a year or two ago. I'm surprised how many people have like neck tattoos these days. Savinho's got one, and this goalkeeper also has one. It must be all the rage. Bernardo Silva standing over a free kick with his new mate Reinders. Silva hits it wide to Doku, cuts inside. Cleared by Juventus. Up the SCFC. What's SC? Can't be Southampton. SCFC. Stoke City. It's got to be Stoke City. Zach, Ronaldo is better than Messi. I mean, I hear the argument. Like, I think neither viewpoint is like wildly crazy. For me, Messi's better. But if somebody says Ronaldo's better, I'm like, fair enough. I see the logic. But can they do it a cold, rainy night at your home ground? I think that's the real question. The booking for Kalulu for being terrible at everything. I'm not sure how I feel about the pink stripes on the Juventus kit. It's like if you're gonna make it pink, go full pink. Like go full like bright pink. It's kind of like a muted pink, and it's like, oh, they wanted to make it pink, but they didn't go the whole way. Sunny says, Ronaldo better than Messi. Oh boy, the world is ending. Tell me why Ronaldo is better than Messi besides goals. Well, there's a question for Zach. That's my way of saying I'm staying out of it. There's a question for Zach. Leozinho5 says, you see the media for Kerkez today. He looks so good with the Liverpool shirt. He does, doesn't he? It suits him. Like, it proper suits him. I don't know if it's the hair or something, but yeah, he does look nice in the Liverpool shirt. But yeah, it was good. I've not seen all of it yet, I will admit, but I have seen clips here and there. But yeah, he looks good in the kit. He looks really happy to be there. His dad is like mega happy. I think his dad's more happy than he is, but that's good to see. But yeah, good to get that one over the line. Desmond says Saidi Peck will play for England within 5 years. He's a Sheffield United player. One to keep an eye on. His dad would rather play. Yeah, I think his dad might run on the pitch when they announce Kerkez. But yeah, his dad seems super happy, super enthusiastic. But yeah, I'm excited to see pre-season now. I just kind of want pre-season to start. I think we do need a striker, obviously, and a centre back as well. But yeah, excited for the 13th of July, which is the first game. Oh, Juventus are through. Don't fluff it up. Oh, they did fluff it up. Sunny says Ronaldo can show you the pinnacle of human anatomy, while Messi will take you to a place you didn't know existed, aka the heavens of football. So you're saying Ronaldo's very good. Ronaldo just does things in a better way that every other human being does. But Messi does divine things that not others could. Is that how you'd sum it up? Munib1208 says the media favors Messi, but who does Munib favor? That's the important question here. Munib is a Ronaldo. Favors Ronaldo. Oh, that's that Vlahovic guy. Liverpool chat says, I love that Kerkez called us the biggest club in England. He knows what's up. Yeah, I noticed that. That was good, wasn't it? That was good. He said, I'm joining one of the biggest clubs in the world, and I'm joining the biggest club in England. I was like, I noticed. I heard you there, Milos. I noticed what you did there, Milos. Man City scored a fourth, but who cares? We're talking about Milos Kerkez here. I was like, yeah. No, I liked how he did that. Wirtz said, I'm joining one of the top 3 clubs in the world. And then Kerkez said, I'm joining the best team in England. I'm like, yeah? Yeah, I think both of you are saying all the right things. I mean, it is a fact. It is a fact as well, to be fair. Now, so hopefully we solidify that even more next season. In other news, Juventus cannot defend. I don't want to say schoolboy, but Juventus's defending makes their schoolboys look efficient because it's terrible. They've got like quite a lot of a Liverpool contingent on the City bench. They've got Pep Linders and they've got Colo Torre. Chrissy 1967 says, "What shirt you wearing?" It's the Liverpool away kit for next year. Sonny says, "Manib, maybe the media sees better than the so-called experts of football." AKA Pinaldo fanboys, well, great. Like Zidane, Ramos, Modric, Tony, and Sonny all say Messi is the best. And look at all of them are Real Madrid players apart from Sonny. Leozinho says, I hate Pep when to City when he would. Oh yeah, so he said he's not gonna support anyone else, and then he went to City. Yeah, it's a bit disingenuous, isn't it? Saying I will never be an assistant to anybody else ever again, and then 12 months later he's assistant to his former manager's biggest rival. It's a bit disingenuous. Chrissy says, I thought sponsor deal doesn't start till August. True, it does. I purchased this from the Communist Republic of China. I don't know how accurate it's gonna be, but it cost me like 10 quid. So, okay. If it turns out not to be accurate, it's a nice shirt to do a bit of exercise in. Who knows? Liverpool chat says these guys are so far away. They are so far away from that mid 2000s Juventus. Yeah, growing up, like I remember, I used to be proper scared of Juventus. They would always play Man United, and this was back when Man United were on top. They'd always play Man United, and they'd always get the better of Man United. So I remember Juventus were a team that I was scared of back in the day. But yeah, these not are it. Chrissy says that's fair. Lol, you have a website? Yeah, dhgate.com. That's the one that I use. Durwood says Messi is the best. Yeah, he is. I'm with you on that. For me as well, Messi is the best. Just to also give a bit of context, Chrissy, if you do order a shirt, make sure you get one size bigger, because it says in the listing. They don't always say it, but they say it sometimes. It says it's designed for their sizes, and their sizes are typically a bit smaller. So I typically get a bigger size. Leozinho says, I mean, it's still a Liverpool shirt. Either way, Liverpool people might think it's rare. True. It does have Gravenberch on the back as well. But I like this one. I like. That's kind of why I haven't quite bought the home kit yet, because I'm like, what's it actually going to look like? But it's really comfortable. I know that's probably not high on the list of requirements for a football shirt, but it is. It is really comfortable. I can't lie. Yeah, Leozinho knows the score. Leozinho says, talking about Gravenberch, he's really come out on this lot, hasn't he? Yeah. He's gone from a bench team player last year to the point where kind of a lot of people were saying, why did we even buy him? He's rubbish. And Endo's the defensive midfielder. Gravenberch is the central midfielder, and he's not better than Gravenberch, so why did we buy him? He's rubbish. And he'd only get a few minutes here and there in the cups, and people were like, he's not all that. But this year, he's found Slot has noticed something about his capability to say, you know what, we're not going to play you as a centre midfielder, we're going to play you as a defensive midfielder. And he's not a typical he's not a stereotypical defensive midfielder like a City have scored again, but again, Ryan Gravenberch is more important. He's not a typical defensive midfielder like a Mascherano or a Kante, but that little turn move he does, when he gets the ball, he's facing that way, and then as the ball comes in, he turns and then goes that way. I love that. I watched a highlight of just him doing that on YouTube like a few weeks ago, and it was all good. But yeah, Slots solved a problem without buying anyone. Because I think you remember last year, a lot of the talk was, Liverpool need a DM, Liverpool need a DM, Liverpool need a DM. And Liverpool were linked with Zubimendi. And then Liverpool didn't get Zubimendi, but Slot still solved the problem with what he had. I think that's quite impressive. Yeah, and as you said there, he won Premier League Young Player of the Year. I mean, that's a pretty ringing endorsement, I think. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what he does this year. Is that 4-1 or 5-1? No, it's 5-1. It's a cooling break. They're having a cooling break. Well, if they're having a cooling break, I'm also gonna have a cooling break. Leozinho says, I think people just expect lots from us and producing CDMs because we had Fabinho. Yeah, Fabinho was more of a traditional DM. Kind of long legs, tackles, and gets stuck in, and yeah. But Slot thought outside of the box. I think that's a good way of putting it. It's a cliche to a certain degree, let's think outside the box, but Slot literally did that. He took a player who'd never really played in that position, and made him kind of central to how the team worked. So yeah, I mean that's can't really ask for much more. Yeah, and as you said there, Slot fixed us basically. Yeah, without spending any money. that's the funny thing. Like is without spending any money, and by reusing something that you weren't using. It's like you need to buy. I don't know. If you need to buy something, but then instead of buying something, you find something in your drawer and then you just change it slightly, and then it's better than what you could have brought. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool how he's done that. Sunny says, so yeah, I feel like I have silenced all the penal dog lovers. Bye, adios, and sayonara. And remember, kids, Messi is better than Penaldo, and don't do drugs. Yeah, there's always a positive message in there somewhere. But yeah, take care, Sunny. See you soon for more Ronaldo facts and figures, should we say. He's like a young kid learning how to spend up, then spending his money all at once at transfer window. Yeah, he's been saving up. He's like, you know what? I don't want that action figure. I'm just going to save up for a PS5. 10 minutes to go, it looks like, in this game. I can't lie. I feel like the Man City bench are celebrating a bit too much, if I'm honest. It is still just a friendly. Leozinho said exactly, stole the words out of my mouth. Yep. Great minds think alike. I think we can agree on that. decent turnout in the crowd. Man City have got more fans here than they have in the Premier League. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good turnout. I remember the first game we watched, like every seat was empty, but this looks pretty good. I mean, I go a step beyond that. It looks pretty much every seat is taken. Noah G says, "Who do you support?" I think you might like this, Noah G. I don't know if you can say it. There you go. Noah G, what's up? Noah G knows what's up. He's like, yes, amazing team. Agree with you there, Noah. So Adzic is coming on for Juventus. Is he gonna do anything? Probably not. Noah G asks, where did you get this shirt? Yeah, I got the exact same place that you did. Exact same. How is the green one, by the way? Do you like it? Is it nice? So far, like from the newish ones, I've only got this one, but I've got my eye on the green one. I've also got my eye on, there's like a black one. It's like a black one with like a black goalkeeper one with like white lettering and white badges. That's one I've got an eye on. It's good, but has some faults with stitching. Yeah, here. That's the kind of. I guess that's the risk. I guess with this one, I don't know if this color will be like 100% what the proper color is. If you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see what the kids actually look like before getting another. But this one's nice. I like it. It's comfortable. The older I get, the more I favor how comfortable things are. Man City, you're back, said AFC Dave. To be honest, Juventus have been rubbish, and I'm not even just hating. Juventus have been terrible. Neom said, "You think Liverpool will go for Rodrigo or Osimhen or Isak this window?" Again, just my opinion. Rodrigo probably not. With that said, Vlahovic has just scored 5-2. I think of those three, I think if there's an opportunity to get Isak, I think they'll go for it. What I think is happening is I think Liverpool have the money. And I think Isak wants to come. But I think Isak has to put a bit of pressure on... I think Isak has to put a bit of pressure on Newcastle to basically say, look, I want to go. I think if Isak does do that, then there's a chance it could happen. Noah says, for the money, it's worth it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like 10, 15 quid. And like, even if it's like the most terrible thing ever, it's still a t-shirt. You can still do exercise in it. So it's not the end of the world. But a lot of them are very good. Costa says, do you think Liverpool can win the Champions League next season? It's definitely possible. They do need to get a striker, but it's definitely possible. Noah is more enthusiastic, and he says, yes, they will. So I was like, maybe, but Noah's like, we're definitely winning it. I hope Noah's more correct than me. Neom says Rory go price tag. Rodrigo, I think. Price tag is 80 million. If Diaz goes, I think he's ideal. And slot, an honest slot, one of his fluid front three. I hear ya. I mean, Rodrigo's an option. Fofana might also be an option. I don't know if Fofana's a bit too risky, but with Leon getting relegated, he's gonna have the yellow Tesco reduced sticker on him. So Fofana is also an option. But yeah, Rodrigo's an option. Depends on the price, depends on the wages. Dayan says that, oh my god, Chelsea have signed Isak. Well, I know for definite that's not true, so I'm not going to check that. But I hope you're well. It's not Al Pacino, it's now Al Putino. I hear ya. Under the floodlights, hope you're well. Conference, Fiona? Okay, who's Fiona? There's a girl called Fiona playing in the Conference League. Fiorentina or Forest. Europa, Roma or Villa, and Champions League, PSG or Liverpool. That looks quite sensible to me. Jay Fancine, how you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you've been enjoying the game. 7 goals. It's been 7 goals, but again, not trying to be a biased hater, but Juventus have been terrible. But equally, like, Man City have still put the ball in the net 5 times. But yeah, Juventus have not been bad. Noah says they haven't signed Isak. Neom says, and it might be on the table, a swap deal, including Chiesa or Nunes and money for Osimhen. I really like Osimhen. My only slight concern is, would we lose him to the African Cup of Nations? Or, like, along with Salah? Would that weaken us significantly? That would be my concern. Dayan says, check Fabrizio Romano, second recent tweet. Juventus will struggle in the Champions League and Serie A next season, says Under the Floodlights. Yeah, what I'm seeing has been bad. Just like organizationally they've been bad. Man City have been kind of getting in behind them, but Juventus have one player who plays Man City clearly onside. So quite often it's looked a bit too easy for Man City. Yeah, what I'm seeing is not great. Now, Roma have Gasperini as a big year for us, I think. Yeah, 100%. Do you think they can? What do you think the outcome will be? Do you think they can win this Serie A? Mexican wave in the crowd, so I think the crowd are pretty bored of this match as well. Noah says there's nothing on Fabrizio's Twitter. I had a feeling there wasn't. I don't know why Isak would go to Chelsea. I still think Newcastle itself is still a very good project for Isak. The Liverpool one might just be, you know what, the timing is just too good, but let's see. Noah says, I can't see us getting Isak. Yeah, I doubt it will happen. It's more likely that it won't happen than it will. Liverpool also, they seem like a club that's patient. So if they might think, you know what, we can get him next year. We can get him next year when he'll only have 2 years left on a contract. They might go down that route instead. I think Liverpool are prepared to wait for the right signing. Under the floodlights, I think it's between Roma, Napoli, Inter, but Roma front three. Dobovic, Dybala, and Sule, and maybe Lukman. Yeah, I mean it's looking good. I think all of those are better than Juventus. Juventus look terrible. So it wouldn't surprise me if those finished higher. Leozinho says, I mean, who says no? We got Wirtz, and who actually thought we would get him? That's a fair point as well. When the Wirtz news first came out, I was like, you know what? It could happen, but I doubt it. And to be honest, everyone probably thought that. You know, I know some people were probably gonna turn around and be like, yeah, I knew it would happen all along. I had insider information. It's like, no, you didn't. Most people thought, you know what? It could happen, but probably won't. Oh, there's Man City. But saved by Juventus. So yeah, let's see. I guess let's see. Noah G says, I'm gonna go now, bro. I followed you, so if you are live tomorrow, I will join. Yeah, no worries, Noah G. Hope you have a nice evening. There's no games on tomorrow, but probably Saturday, Benfica versus Chelsea at 9:00. But yeah, see you soon. Either way, take care. Jay Fancine, big fan of Wirtz. I'm so excited to see Wirtz, can't lie. I'm excited to see Wirtz, and I'm excited to see how he fits into the system. Like, is he just going to get slotted into Sabazlai's position? Or are they going to change the system somehow? That's what I want to see. Under the Floodlights says Wirtz is incredible, but there's always a big but when adapting to the Premier League, no matter how good you were. Yeah. Same. I don't have like too high expectations of him because I know he's an amazing player. But on the flip side, he's 22 years old. He's moving to a foreign country, to a new team, to a new system. There's going to be an adaptation period. I'm not expecting him to necessarily hit the ground running like the second coming, but I'm expecting to see kind of little glimpses of intelligent play that we've perhaps never seen before. Leo Zinho says you should start doing Liverpool watch-alongs. Yeah. Whenever Liverpool are playing, yeah, I always do Liverpool watch-alongs. It's just if there's no Liverpool, we typically watch another game. But yeah, if Liverpool were playing today, then screw this. It's the Liverpool watch-along, if you know what I mean. So any day there's a Liverpool game, that is the watch-along. It's just if there's another day where there's no Liverpool, and I'm a bit bored, I'm like, you know what, let's watch another game. But yeah, if Liverpool are playing, Liverpool are the priority. Quinn says Sunderland are staying up. Could happen. A certain Jordan Brian Henderson maybe returning to keep you up, but it's possible. Jason, how you doing? Jason says, I'm happy Liverpool got Milos Kerkez. Yeah, happy that that deal is over the line. I know some people were getting quite anxious about it. I wasn't, but I know some people were. But happy that's sorted now, and I'm happy that's both fullbacks sorted. Who are going to be rapid. Leo Zinho says, what number do you reckon Wirtz is getting? On his media day, he had no number on his shirt. Okay, you ready for my conspiracy theory? This is my conspiracy theory now. Right? I think Diaz is going to leave and Wirtz is going to get number 7. That's my conspiracy theory. That's my conspiracy theory for the day. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Diaz is going to go and Wirtz will get the number 7. So many teams doing adaptations and PSG just getting current players on longer contracts. True. I think PSG will be the team to beat next year for sure. Preston says hi. Are you Preston? MB to the power of 15 says 27. Yeah, if all else fails, 27. Because I think he's had 27 at a previous club, and I think 27's free after Nunes gave it up. So yeah, safe bet would be 27, but sneaky bet would be 7 because Diaz is gonna go. Leozinho said, don't say that. I love Diaz. I would cry if he left. He's too techie. I like Diaz as well. I think Diaz potentially just had his best season. I love the balance that Liverpool have on the left, because Gakpo, so on the left they've got Gakpo and Diaz, right? Gakpo is like more the finisher kind of striker type of winger on the left, whereas Diaz is more the provider, silky, fast type of winger on the left. So I like that Liverpool have two different types of left wingers. Like Gakpo is more of like a fake striker, and Diaz is more like a supportive, creative winger. So if one doesn't work in a game, they just bring the other one on, and then you're good. So I like that balance. But some news came out today that he might be off. I got a feeling he might be off to balance the books. Because everyone's like, oh, Liverpool spent so much money. Liverpool never spend so much money. Liverpool spend money, but they balance the books. Liverpool sell Coutinho and use that money to buy Alisson and Van Dijk. Liverpool sell Sadio Mane and they sell Nico Williams, and they use that money to buy Darwin Núñez. So there's going to be a balancing of the books. 100% is going to be a balancing of the books. Number 39 for England German was that. I'm sure you'd love that. Wirtz or Prime Coutinho said, "Oh, Milos Kerkez, good to have you here, Milos. You're looking very nice in your Liverpool shirt. Must admit, we all enjoyed your video from today. I mean, right now, it's hard to say. Ask me in a year if I'm still alive." Arne Slot said he's trying to find a forward that can play all up front like PSG's have there. Oh, right. So like interchangeable wingers, that sort of thing. Left winger goes in the middle and so forth, yeah. More versatility, more cover for injury there. Diddy says, hi. How you doing, Diddy? Hope you're well. I was going to make an oil joke, but I didn't. But yeah, hope you're good. Leozinho says, I don't understand how Shirky and Wirtz is a debate. I mean, Wirtz all day. Yeah, I mean, it's only a debate because other teams didn't get Wirtz. That's the reason. Like, if I don't know, if you have champagne and somebody else is drinking toilet water, they'll make the argument that toilet water is better than champagne. I'm confused why everyone is listing Mamadashvili in our purchase list for this summer. Yeah, I mean, he was on the books for last year. He was purchased last year. He was merely loaned back to Valencia for a year. So anyone who's doing that likely has an agenda to kind of incorrectly inflate the figures, I think. Liam says, why are people acting like Wirtz is now suddenly good because he joined Liverpool? I don't think that's the case. I mean, Wirtz was considered at least one of the best number 10s last year. I guess you could say, why are people suddenly acting like Wirtz is the best thing ever? Now he's joined Liverpool. That might be an argument, but Wirtz was always considered a top player. Sninji says, where is Goon Corner? Right here. That's what we do all day. Yeah. Liam is answering himself there, saying he's good for you. He's been good for years. Ibrahima Kanate to leave Liverpool, said Jay Fancine. Yeah, I saw that came out. News came out today. He doesn't want to sign a new contract, and I'm like, bro, if you don't want to sign a new contract, let's sell to PSG and get money for him. Josh says Wirtz will flop, and he's basing that on 3 Chelsea players. I don't quite understand the link, but it's something. You could say Wirtz will succeed. Look at Kevin De Bruyne. Or you're saying because they're German? Is it? Well, Nkunku's French, so yeah, I don't understand the link. Liverpool should buy a backup defender, Arthur Theater from Frankfurt. Liverpool do need to buy somebody because Kwanzaa's gone. And it looks like Kanate will also go. Liverpool cooking, says Jay Fancine, 100%. Durwood says, Sky. Yeah, it was a Sky Sports thing, wasn't it? Again, Sky Sports with their agendas. It does. I don't know if it's an agenda or poor journalism. I'd say poor journalism is probably worse. Like someone just Googled Liverpool transfers and not known that it was bought last year. I'd rather it was an agenda, because if that's the result of poor journalism, it's like, why are people paying them a subscription fee? Schweinsteiger was good, yeah. Naphtali says, if I want to cut off both my hands, how do I cut the second? I know I can think of a way that would work, but I probably shouldn't say it. Why is Liverpool not going for Isak or Osimhen, to Clef Prosper? Isak's going to be very expensive. With the Isak thing, it seems like if there is a deal to be made, they will be in for him. Osimhen, I don't know. He's good. My only concern is you'd lose him in the AFCON months, and that's enough of a pain with Salah going. Oh, 100%, 1,000%. If I could write something on my forehead, if I could tattoo something on my forehead, it would be this: Ekitike is not worth 100 million. I agree with that, 100%. I mean, he's fine, but I don't see what he excels at. To me, he's like a £50 million player. But it's just a sign of the times that we're in, where like everyone's 100 million. It's like, you want a cup of tea? Cup of tea is 100 million. Oh, you want a coffee? Coffee is 100 million. Oh, you want a burger? A burger is 100 million. It's like 100 million is suddenly the price for everything. It's like he's not a 100 million player. Leozinho said Wirtz won't flop because he's on a different level to all of those players. I hear ya. Leozinho says Clef Prosper is because we aren't a bank. Yeah, true. Wirtz more than Havertz and Nkunku. Yeah, for me as well. I think another thing, Wirtz, he is the star of the kind of German national team. He is their crown jewel. Nkunku couldn't even get into the France first team. So you see the difference in levels. Wirtz is basically a child. He's 21, 22, and he's the star of the team. Nkunku still hanging out in the under-21s. If Luis Diaz goes 100 million to Barcelona, we'll get Barcola. Do you reckon? I'll be honest with you. I've seen Barcola. I don't know if Barcola's all that good. For me, I really like Desiree Doué. Yeah, take care, Durwood. I'm going to head out. Time to get dinner ready. Have a good night. Yep. Have a good evening. I hope the Real Madrid game is good if you stay up for that. But yeah, take care. Yeah, we'll speak soon. All the best. If Luis Diaz goes for 100 million, we should get Barcola. The thing is with Barcola, I've never seen it. He's fine. But for me, Doué is their crown jewel. I would love a bit of Desiree Doué, not in that way, but Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele. For me, Barcola is the level below. It would depend. It would depend on the price. It would depend on the price. Jay Fanzine says you're next, Alex Isak. Let's hope so. There'll be a lot of Isak shirts. Isak shirts sold, I think, if that happens. Mason Greenwood, how you doing, Mason? How's life in France? We need quality. Xerxes the same as Ekitike. Yeah, Ekitike. I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's he's like the new toy. So like everyone's like, yeah, Ekatike. I mean, well, what's he good at? Like he's not good at anything. I don't know. But yeah, he's a decent striker with potential, but not 100 million. Not 100 million. Assad said, "In what world do Barcelona pay 100 million for Diaz?" Yeah, I can't see it happening, especially with only 2 years left on his contract. I mean, if we can get like 60ish, I'd probably take it. Alvarez, how you doing? Hope you're well. That's a card. Send him off. What did I say? I didn't say anything that bad. Or is it really bad that I don't remember? That's probably the worst thing, you know. Liverpool need a perfect striker, said Clef Prosper. Yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't mind Liverpool buying someone with potential, but like, don't spend. If you're gonna spend 100 million, put a bit more on and get Isak. Ekitike for me is like a 50 kind of £1 million-ish, that kind of range. Harvey Elliott, keep or sell. Clef Prosper says keep, please. I really like Harvey Elliott. I like him as a player. I like his ability. My only concern is I don't know if he fits into this system. I don't know if he's big enough. Like, and it's not his fault. But if he was like a bit bigger, a bit taller, I think it might work. But I think, unfortunately, I don't think Slot favors him. But I think he's an amazing player. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Leo Zinho has described it in better words. It's like when people are paying £100 for like prime bottles. It's like, what you're buying is not worth £100. It's just market forces are inflating the price up to a ridiculous point, but it's not worth £100. And funnily enough, people waited a few months, was it? I don't know. I've never drank it. I don't know. But people waited a few months and suddenly they're like £1 in Aldi kind of thing. And they've got tons of them now. Yeah, I'm with you with that. Milos Kerkez. I said, like, yeah, I was saying earlier, like about 50 million, but yeah, 55 million around that price mark. 100 million is crazy. Why is everyone suddenly worth 100 million? Sign centre back, yeah. I think there's going to be a period now where there's going to be a lot of outgoings because Frimpong's coming, Wirtz has come in, Kerkez has come in. I think now the incomings are going to pause for a bit, and I think there's going to be outgoings to balance the books a little bit. So I think Nunes going will probably be the next thing that happens. I don't know if the Kwanzaa deal has been officially confirmed yet, but that will probably happen soon as well. So I think there'll be a period of outgoings now. Xavi Simons would cook. Yeah, he'd work. I would say he probably plays in the same position as Wirtz though. So I think we've got that position covered. But if Liverpool didn't buy Wirtz and they wanted someone perhaps a bit cheaper, maybe Xavi Simons would work for them. Milos Kerkez says, Antonio Silva from Benfica, is he any good, especially for a backup defender? He was very good a few years ago. Like, he was touted as the next big thing. I think recently his seasons haven't been as good. But it would depend on the price, I guess. I mean, if it's super cheap, it's perhaps kind of worth the risk. That kind of thing. But yeah, if he's cheap, maybe. Liverpool fans, the Gyökeres or Isak as the main striker next season. Well, for me, and some people would perhaps differ. For me, it's either Isak or Alvarez, and if neither of those, save your money and and spend it later. Yeah. Milos Kerkez says would like Julian Alvarez. Yeah, I think like I think we're kind of shopping in the kind of elite market now. So, and for me, Gyökeres is good, but I'm not convinced he's an elite striker. I think a lot of his numbers are representative of the league that he's in Portugal. And I've already been mentally scarred buying one striker from Portugal in Nunes. Um, so for me, I'm like, look, if you only want to spend 20 million, then yeah, um, get somebody cheaper. But if Liverpool are willing to go big, then I'd say the two big ones are Isak and Alvarez. And if you can't get either of those, save your money, buy somebody next time. Liverpool are only buying a lot of players now because Liverpool save their money, right? Liverpool save their money. Liverpool in the last 3 windows have bought nobody apart from Chiesa for 10 million. So everyone's like, oh, well, Liverpool's spending so much. But really, we've been saving our pocket money for 3 windows. It's just been going in. It's been going in the bank, and it's been, it's still been there. So Liverpool haven't suddenly gone crazy. We've been saving our money for 3 windows. Clipped says, do you think those rumors are credible? Which rumors specifically? JFan says Milos Kerkez. Yeah, looking forward to seeing him. Yeah, Julian Alvarez, Prem proven, titles won. And in addition to that, I think we can also say he's done it in 2 leagues as well. So he's Prem proven and he's La Liga proven as well. Not saying one is better than the other, even though I think Premier League's better. But just to have done it in 2 leagues, I think that has a certain degree of weight to it. Leozinho wanted Marmoush, but Man City got him. Yeah, Marmoush looks decent. He looks decent. He looks like a 7 out of 10. He looks like a 7, maybe 8 out of 10, but I want like a 10 out of 10. Unless we go cheap. If we spend like 20 million, then yeah, you can't expect a 10 out of 10. A Hush for Buy says, I just hand Newcastle the checkbook and hand them a blank check. Yeah, if we do that, they'll probably write a check on every single page of that book, I think. Yeah, we do have the Red Sox money. I think Liverpool are quite intent on kind of spending money that the club generates. So I think there'll be a period of sales now. And then hopefully a period of some more incomings. Marmoush is more of an attacking midfielder. Yeah, true. Jack Daniels says, what channel they're playing on? DAZN. DAZN.com. It's free. They try and make you pay for it, but you don't need to pay for it to watch this. They try and make you pay for like HDR and that sort of stuff. Yeah, no worries. But you don't need to. If you just exit out of that, they show it for free. We need to do a masterclass signing like what we did with Salah. That would be ideal. Spending 35 million and getting a £100 million player. That would be ideal. That would be nice, wouldn't it? A player that nobody else wants, a player that everyone thinks is rubbish, a player that everyone thinks is a failure. Just buy him and he turns out. That would be ideal. Because Isak is you're buying a £120 million player for 120 million. But with Salah, you're buying a £100 million player for 30 million. So a bit of scouting there would be nice. Luka Modric to AC Milan. I wouldn't mind seeing it. We should probably sell Jota. He comes back from injury and just doesn't get back into form. Yeah, I think if we can get maybe 40-ish million for Jota, maybe a bit more, let's do it. I've really liked Jota the past few years, but this year I don't know what it is. He just doesn't look the same. I don't know if injuries have caught up with him. I don't know if it's something else, but it's a bit odd. So yeah, if we can cash in, maybe we need to do that. Oh god, that's complicated. Who would be your Salah replacement? I don't know. I don't know if he exists. Yeah. What I'm hoping is it's some kind of unknown player. But like who are like the elite right wingers kind of right now? I don't know. Who's nobody really jumps out. What do you think of Ekitike? I mean, he's fine. He's fine as a £50 million striker, but he's not like a £100 million striker. I think we should get Yildiz and move him to the 9 position. I can see that. Mark Boyle says, will Gyökeres join United? It's possible. It's possible. He could go play under his former manager. The only thing is United have brought Cunha, and you could argue that Cunha and Gyökeres play in the same position. Could still happen. Frimpong to play right wing and get a decent defensive right back. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know if that would change Liverpool's shape a bit too much, though. Liverpool's shape seems to be intent on having a super attacking right back and a super attacking left back. But it's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Haaland 300 career goal. Dang, that guy needs to stop. But Johan Bakayoko, he's an option. He's okay. He's okay. I don't know if he's Salah level, but equally, probably nobody is. Hush says Ben Doak could be Salah's replacement. A couple more years and think he'll be amazing. I'll be honest. There's rumours that Ben Doak might go, but I really like Ben Doak. I really like Ben Doak. The way the ball kind of sticks to his feet when he dribbles, I think that's amazing. And that kind of low centre of gravity with the little stocky build that he has, I think that's really effective. I'd love for him to flourish into like a first teamer. Bakayoko's underrated. I mean, if he's good enough, let's check him out. Pogba to Monaco 2027 deal. Yeah, and nothing says confidence like a 2-year deal. Man City 5, Juventus 2. Yeah, for a game with 7 goals, it wasn't the most entertaining, if I'm honest with you. A lot of Man City mistakes, a lot of Juventus mistakes. Right, Bakayoko will be Salah level in a few years. If he is, let's be in for him. But cool. Anyway, I've been here for 3 hours, so I'm a bit tired. But I'll be back on Saturday. So Saturday is Benfica versus Chelsea at 9 o'clock. So we'll be back for that. Hopefully see some of you guys there. And yeah, hope you have a nice evening. Hope you have a nice Friday. And yeah, we'll see you then. As Leozinho has said there, I will love you and leave you. Bye. That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah. Take care, Leozinho. Take care, Milos. Hopefully see some of you guys Saturday at 9 p.m. And yeah, enjoy. Thanks for keeping me company, guys. Take care.